Mountaintop is absolutely amazing, and if you don't believe me, check out this clip of it absolutely deleting this guy. So if you guys don't know, people were debating what would be best on this thing because of the impact changes and explosive changes that grenade launchers received not too long ago. So I tested all of these weapons with boss spec, VORPAL, and with solo operative. So the one that you just saw was VORPAL weapon, doing 78.4 thousand damage. This is hard launch VORPAL, which does 81,000 damage. Next up is spike VORPAL, which is going to be sitting at 84,500. Implosion rounds VORPAL at 85.1k. And then finally we have the two big controversial roles. We have hard launch and spike VORPAL versus hard launch impulsive rounds VORPAL. Hard launch spike VORPAL, I had to add the VORPAL on top because I didn't have a VORPAL roll, does 88,337 damage. Hard launch implosive rounds VORPAL roll, we are looking at 88,370. So both of these are incredibly viable, and the difference is so unnoticeable that if you get either one with the roll that you want, it's good enough. Instead of talking about individual roles, I'm going to talk about the combos I think work best together and which one you should pick depending on what you want to use this weapon for. If you want this weapon to kill ads, you're going to want Ambitious Assassin with One for All. You can go with something like Rampage or Frenzy, but One for All is the biggest damage buff. And I don't recommend this thing for ad clear because it just doesn't have a very high blast radius. This thing's more for single target damage or DPS phases because it is the highest damaging kinetic grenade launcher. If you are rocket swapping and for some reason aren't using Izzy, you're going to be looking at auto-loading with VORPAL weapon. You can also go Frenzy for that reload speed and handling just to pull the weapon out faster, but VORPAL weapon will always be active, so depending on the boss that you're going up against, you're going to want either Frenzy or VORPAL. If you want Champion Killer, you're going to want auto-loading Recombination, but if you're doing it in Grandmaster Nightfalls, Lead from Gold is also a really good choice. You'll just have to manually reload it, which isn't that big of a deal, so you'll go Lead from Gold with Recombination. And for those that don't know what Recombination does, you just have to get 10 elemental kills, and you're going to be doing 100% more damage on your next shot with Mountaintop. And those elemental kills can be super kills, melee kills, grenade kills, or your energy weapon or heavy weapon. Another good role just to clear out ads is going to be Overflow with something like Frenzy. Overflow is going to automatically reload whenever you pick up any ammo off the ground, and then Enhanced Overflow is going to give you 3 shots. And I'm not really reviewing this thing in the Crucible because it turns out it's really not that good, but if you're going to use it in the Crucible, you're looking for auto-loading Harmony or Slick Draw Harmony. I prefer auto-loading Harmony. And finally, the generalist role that I am going for is going to be Impulse Amplifier and VORPAL Weapon. And when I say Impulse, most people don't know that Impulse Amplifier actually has other bonuses to it than just faster projectile speed. With Impulse Amplifier, the biggest thing that it does is it grants you 20 reload speed passively. So you're going to go from 63 reload speed to 83. It also has a 0.8 times reload duration multiplier to grenade launchers, which is just going to make that animation faster. So it feels like you have 100 reload speed. And then we throw on that handling masterwork to give you that extra handling to be able to pull the weapon out. Originally, I had quick launch as my barrel of choice to get me at 94 handling because that would get me like basically max handling, and I decided against that because turns out hard launch is a hard meta that we are currently living in. So hard launch is definitely the barrel that you want, hands down, and then you're going to want either implosion rounds or spike grenades. And then for your masterwork, you do not want blast radius. You either want handling, reload speed, or velocity. If you're getting something like Impulse Amplifier, you don't really want velocity, and reload speed, while it is nice, isn't going to be doing a whole lot, while I think handling is going to be doing the most because there is nothing else boosting our handling. And depending on what role you get will depend on what masterwork you want, but hard launch and implosions are definitely the way to go. If you're going that recombination role to pull out and dump into a champion, you're definitely going to want a handling masterwork. And if you're doing this for ag clearing, you might want reload speed because you're going to be reloading more often. And then if you use like the generalist role, you're definitely going to want a handling masterwork. And I know there are some people that are saying that this thing isn't going to be good because Izanagi shares the same slot, but if you want to run a different exotic, this is the hard meta for the Kinetic slot moving forward. If you don't believe me, watch this guy one phase a boss with nothing but Mountaintop. I doubt I got you a second time. But if you did enjoy the video, be sure to hit that like button. If you're new, consider subscribing. Click the notification bell so you get notified when I make new videos like this, because I be reviewing weapons all the time, and Hung Jury should be out, I don't know, probably Monday. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.